On Deck podcast, a nice all-star break. Alongside Tyler Wiemann, I'm Shannon Sommerville. Tyler back in action to attack the second half of the season with some player prop bets and home run calls, as we always do. And Tyler, we ended the first half of the season with you on quite the hot streak with those home run calls, man. You're on quite the tear. In fact, you've cashed a home run call in 4 of the last 6 shows. And actually, one of us has hit our home run call 11 of the last 16 shows. So let's see if we can't keep that momentum going here to start off the second half of the season. How are you feeling heading into another full send Friday?
Feeling good. I'm excited for baseball to be back. This week is always kind of a long one, you know? I'm always a little excited about having a break, and then like halfway through it, I'm like, all right, do we have baseball again yet?
Yeah, right? We're ready to be back. The All-Star break was definitely fun, although I'm still a little bitter over that home run derby. I don't know if anyone's with me on that one. I mean, how do you not have a swing off between Brent Rooker and Cal Raleigh in that first round there? I think that was a little bit fishy. They ultimately decided that Cal Raleigh's home run was like 0.1, like further or something, so he gets to advance. That was a little fishy to me. Any thoughts on that one?
Yeah, I mean, it's just weird because even the players didn't know, that aspect of the rule. So, like, I understand the fans not knowing it. We're not going to get all of the rules before the game, but it is weird the players didn't know. So that's a bummer.
Yeah, that's all right. And unfortunately, my pick was Byron Buxton for home run derby champion. It was like plus 800. He made it to the second round, but didn't deliver. But Junior Caminero came out and did pretty well in that derby, even though Cal Raleigh was the ultimate champion. I saw some people in the comments actually picked Caminero. So hopefully maybe they sprinkled in at least home run derby final or in the finals for that one. That was probably pretty profitable. But let's get after this Friday slate because we've got 15 games back in action. We're back at it and taping a day early so that we can hit some of those early games as well. And you guys have plenty of time to hop on our player prop bets. And as always, we're using the Props Optimizer. If you haven't checked it out yet, it's the totally free app from the makers of the LineStar app. Again, go download it today wherever you get your apps. Again, the Props Optimizer, you'll see it referenced throughout this video, so that's what it is. You can download it today. Check it out. And the LineStar app is also available for use. LineStarApp.com. We'll be referencing that as well. And do us a favor, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below. Not only does that help us out here on the show, but it also helps you guys out because it is Full Send Friday, which means we're putting all 6 of our picks on an entry. If that cashes, one randomly selected commenter wins $100. You got to be in it to win it. So again, to enter that, like this video, be subscribed to the channel, and comment below, and you are in it to win it. Tyler, last week on our Flex Friday, we were just 3-3, so hoping for some better results today. But we're full sending it. No flexing for us. It's all or nothing, baby. Let's go. Who you got for your first player prop bet to start off the second half of the season?
I love it. And yeah, I am going to go to that very first game of the day. We're talking about the Boston versus Cubs, and we're going to Seiya Suzuki over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBI. LineStar projections, 2.4. Consensus, 2.4. The man is hitting 353 with a 521 ISO versus right-handed pitching over the last 120. And he's going against Giolito, who is about as boom-bust as it gets. So if you like Cubs bats, might be a little interesting to stack a couple Cubs, but I definitely like Seiya here. Giolito's allowing a 253 average and a 203 ISO to right-handed bats, so he's in a great spot for Suzuki.
That was definitely a spot I was looking at as well when I saw that, the starting pitchers announced for Friday. I was like, oh boy, here we go. Those righty bats. I was looking at Giolito's splits, and he's actually giving up a 36% hard contact to them as well, which is pretty high. So like that spot there that you pointed out. Another player who did pretty well in the home run derby, I just mentioned him at the top of the show, Junior Caminero. What a swing in the home run derby. Let's ride this hot bat. Over 1.5 hits, runs, RBI. He's a top 25% hitter versus right-handed pitching and top 20% barreled balls versus righties over the last 14 days. And he'll be facing Baltimore righty Charlie Morton, who's giving up a 288 average to righty bats plus a 34% hard contact to them. Plus the Baltimore bullpen's been pretty struggle busted over the last month or so, especially 26 in opponent average in the last month. And this game is at Steinbrenner Field, where Caminero absolutely crushes it. He's actually got a 316 average at home versus 177 on the road. So I got to go with the hotbed of Junior Caminero. He showed us that swing in the home run derby, and I don't think there'll be any residual, fatigue from that. I know that's kind of a thing that people worry about with guys that are in the home run derby, but don't think we got to worry about that one. We're going Junior Caminero. Any thoughts on that one?
I mean, I definitely think there's a little something to that home run derby fatigue. I mean, that is literally why Alonso said that he was not going into it, is that he wanted to sit out and, keep his swing intact and keep moving towards the second half. So I think there is something to that kind of stuff, but Caminero just kind of has a natural.
It's anecdotal. Yeah, I think it's more anecdotal than it is statistical, because I've looked into that in the past of there's not a ton to it, but I guess it just depends on how a guy feels afterwards. I mean, you can't argue with a guy for being like, yeah, I felt tired after swinging the bat for an hour.
Yeah,
and a nationally televised home run derby.
That they're tired. I think it's their swing. Because the home run swing is just a little bit different,
right?
That they just don't click back into game, mode quite as quickly, because they just had, a full day of just trying to hit home runs.
Yeah. Not scared of it, though. But who else you got for our entry here?
Let's go Marcus Semien, over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBI. LineStar projections 2.4, consensus 2.3. This Rangers offense has finally really got rolling. In July, they've had 12 games. 9 of them, they've scored at least 5 runs. And I like this spot. Semien's hitting 290, 184 ISO versus right-hand pitching over the last 20 games. And he's 3 for 6 off Olsen with a home run. But after Olsen is a poor bullpen. And I just like the spot for Semien to keep it rolling.
Yeah, I'm actually going to just tag on to that one. We're going to also go Corey Seager over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs for the same reasons, Tyler. And Seager, top 15% hitter versus righties. And also he was top 5% exit velocity versus righties the previous 14 days before the All-Star break, and comes into the month super hot with a 364 average in the month of July. Again, going up against Detroit righty Reese Olson. He's a good pitcher, but he does give up 35% hard contact to lefty bats. And the bullpen, as you alluded to, Tyler, they're 27th in opponent average over the last month, and actually 23rd to lefties as well. So just hasn't been great. And like you said, the Rangers offense kind of coming to life here, especially with Corey Seager hot lately as well. So I don't mind leaning into this stack here on our entry for today. But what else we rolling with here? Got to get into second half form here.
I'm going to roll with a phenom, and that is Roman Anthony over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBI. Our LineStar projections 1.8, consensus 1.9. The guy is hitting 366 over his last 20. And facing Colin Ray, who is allowing a 5.10 ERA and 2.15 ISO to left-handed bats. I really think Anthony hit his stride coming into the break, and this second half is going to be giant for him. Really like Roman Anthony.
And Boston as a team, one of the better offenses over the last month or so, has really kind of come together as a team. The RBIs, the runs, just putting it all together and definitely making a surge. So that's a team definitely
they've been on a roll
that I don't mind taking, especially the runs RBIs side of that equation. Like that's a team that you want a piece of for sure. For my last pick here, round off our entry, 6 picks, full send here. We're going Lawrence Butler over 1.5 hits, runs, RBI. Like we say, when you pick the A's, you win the plays. Mostly when they're at Sacramento. This game is in Cleveland, but we still like it for today. Butler's in a good spot. Our projection from LineStar here is 2.5 for Butler. He's top 15% hitter against righties. In fact, he's got like a 286 OPS against them. He'll be facing Cleveland Guardians righty Slade Cecconi, who ranks 174th versus those lefty bats. And he's actually giving up over a 2 home run per 9 rate and a 47% hard contact to them as well. So liking the lefty bats of the A's for today, but specifically Butler. Also note that the Cleveland bullpen, which is pretty good, they actually are worse though to those lefty bats, 23rd versus lefties. And the Athletics as a team hitting pretty well over the last month or so, and they're actually top half of the league in all of the stats you want to see, like runs, RBI, average, slugging. So I don't mind the play here for Butler. And like we've said, first half of the season, the A's have been delivering for us in all of those hitting over. So hopefully that trend continues here in the second half. But here's a look at our full send Friday entry. Rolling with Caminero, Butler, Seager, Suzuki, Semien, and Anthony. Let us know if you've got any locks for today. Again, a comment will enter you into our contest. If we go 6 for 6, one randomly selected commenter wins $100. You got to be in it to win it. Remember, you also have to like the video and be subscribed to the LineStar YouTube channel to enter into that. And if you haven't already, you saw those pretty graphics. That's available to you for free. Props Optimizer. Go check it out today wherever you get your apps. And now it is time for home run calls of the day. Tyler, you're on quite the hot streak to start the second half of the season with the home run calls. So let's keep it rolling here. Who you got for your dinger for today?
Let's go with the Spencer Torkleson Tater plus 350 to hit a bomb. LineStar is at a 21.3%. He has a 389 ISO versus left-handed pitchers the last 20. And in 6 plate attempts versus Corbin, 400 average, 600 ISO, a home run. Corbin's allowing 43.8% fly balls and has allowed 9 of his 14 home runs. 2 right-handed bats where he gives up a 440 slug in. I like the spot for Spencer to go yard.
Yeah, gotta love that ISO, that nice metric that measures raw power, Tyler. All right, for my home run call, I'm going to the Orioles here, and we're going with Gunnar Henderson plus 520 for a home run. He's got 11 on the year. I just like the lefty bat. Another guy with a high ISO, 254 to be exact, against right-handed pitching. He'll be facing Tampa Bay Rays righty Taj Bradley, who's a good pitcher, but he is giving up a 1.28 home run per nine rate to those lefty bats. In fact, of the 12 home runs he's given up, 7 have come against lefties. He's also giving up a 33% hard contact to them, and Henderson's done well against Taj Bradley. He's 7 for 17 with a home run, plus the bullpen for the Rays has given up 19 home runs over the last month. That's second most in all of baseball. We've also got some nice conditions at Steinbrenner Field in Tampa, 90-degree temperatures. I think Gunnar Henderson's going to send one over that short porch at Steinbrenner Field. So I got Henderson for a bomb here. Remember to check out the Dinger Report for all of your home run calls. And if you're placing those entries, go check it out on the LineStar app. And as I've been doing the first half of the season, going to keep it rolling here for the second half of the season. I'm looking at the FanDuel all-day 15-game slate. I'll give you the top 5 projected hitters to go yard according to LineStar's odds. We have Cal Raleigh, Nick Kurtz, Aaron Judge, Byron Buxton, and Michael Busch. You're most likely to go yard according to LineStar. And Tyler, I'm just surprised that you didn't roll with Nick Kurtz, who's been cashing like every other Friday, it seems, for you with those home run calls.
I know. I told you. I felt like I needed to, but when we looked in, it wasn't that I picked him the last 2 Fridays, which did feel like it freed me to go wherever else. But Kurtz is in a great spot. And I think BVP truthers love our home run calls today.
All right. So remember to check out the LineStar app for those home run calls, but also that home run tool is now available to you on the Props Optimizer as well, so you can check that out there. Remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment below. It really helps us out. We really appreciate all your support in the first half of the season, so hopefully we can keep it rolling for you guys and deliver some winners in the second half of the season. Good luck on Full Send Friday. We'll see you guys next time.